Greg Silverman here, another session of Come Learn With Me, part of our broader umbrella called CIOs and Bow Ties. We do various different publications or series such as this. This one is interesting. This is where we take all of the articles we've curated and we see which ones have been shared the most, and we'll read it through with you. This one we like because it's part of our subsection on uranium and nuclear, which is a theme that we are very actively pursuing right now. If you want to learn more about our investment strategies and processes and opportunities, hang with us till the end of this video, and then we'll flash a URL up there, which you can follow and learn a little bit more about me and about our investment program. But for now, come learn with me, uranium special, infographic from our friends at Al Jazeera, Infographic, the World Nuclear Club. This is going to be interesting. While 32 countries generate atomic energy, 9 have nuclear weapons and 7 countries have both. 32 countries generate. There's South Africa, Israel and North Korea. The only ones that don't generate it, but they have nuclear weapons, and that's China, France, India, Pakistan, Russia, UK, US have weapons and have power, nuclear power. With the 26th UN Climate Change Conference over, nations are making plans to move to green energy in a bid to tackle global warming. But nuclear energy is a particularly sticking point. While it's the largest source of low-carbon electricity in OECD countries, some nations have spoken out against the categorization of nuclear energy as climate-friendly. Across the globe, 34 countries harness the power of splitting atoms for generating electricity or for nuclear weapons. The nuclear power, the nuclear club. Oh, so this was just the same one. Let's take a look at some of these countries. Let's have a quick squiz at the 32 countries. I may have said 36 before. So Argentina, Armenia, Belarus, Belgium, Bulgaria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Czech, Finland, Germany, Hungary, Iran. I didn't know Iran has nuclear power. Okay. Japan, Mexico, Netherlands, UAE, Ukraine, Switzerland, Sweden, South Korea, Spain, South Africa, Slovakia, Slovenia, Romania. So a lot of Eastern European countries. All right. Nuclear energy provides roughly 10% of the world's electricity. Of the 32 countries with nuclear power reactors, more than half, 18, are in Europe. Yep. France has the world's highest proportion of its electricity at 71% coming from atomic power. Wow. And I've not heard of any nuclear catastrophes, touch wood, in France. Up until 2011, Japan was generating some 30% of its electricity from nuclear reactors. However, following the Fukushima disaster, all nuclear power plants were suspended for safety inspections. As of 2020, just 5% of Japan's electricity came from nuclear power, according to the World Nuclear Association. Nuclear power constitutes some 20% of the United States electricity. Bet you didn't know that. About 60% of the country's energy comes from fossil fuels, including coal, natural gas, and petroleum, with the remaining 20% coming from renewable sources, wind, hydro, and solar. Okay, that's interesting. So 20% is nuclear, but 20% is also from wind, hydro, solar. Let's see. Global nuclear energy, 32 countries. This is the percentage of nuclear energy. Through the wheel. Anything interesting here tonight? Hydro, gas, coal. World electricity production. 10% of the world's nuclear. 16.3% hydrogen. Hydroelectric, that's with dams. Gas, coal, still 38%. Wow. Here's old South Africa. Okay, interesting chart. Nuclear warheads per country. 9 countries possessed roughly 13,150 warheads as of August 2021. According to the Federation of American Scientists, more than 90% are owned by Russia and the US. Wow. At the peak in 1986, the two rivals had nearly 65,000 nuclear warheads between them, making the nuclear arms race one of the most threatening events of the Cold War. While Russia and the US have dismantled thousands of warheads, several countries are thought to be increasing their stockpiles, most notably China. According to the Pentagon's 2021 annual report, China's nuclear warheads stockpile is expected to more than triple and reach at least 1,000 by 2030. So in contrast of the 1,000, Russia, well, I think this is Russia, it's something like, okay, we'll get there, 4,000. The only country to voluntarily relinquish nuclear weapons is South Africa. Yeah. In 1989, the government halted its nuclear weapons program, and in 1990 began dismantling its 6 nuclear weapons. 2 years later, South Africa joined the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons as a non-nuclear country. Oh, good on you, South Africa. So here we go. So warheads. So Russia is 4,310. The US is 3,750. China is 350, but soon getting to the that's it. 1,000. Okay. France, UK, Pakistan, India is 150. Israel is 90. Well, Israel, there's more nuclear bombs in Israel than there must be space. North Korea, 35. Okay. Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, established in 1968, the NPT aims to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons and promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy. The treaty bans signatories other than US, Russia, China, UK, and France from acquiring nuclear weapons in return for allowing them to pursue peaceful nuclear programs for power generation, overseen by the UN. So countries other than the US, Russia, China, UK, and France. So these countries can still build nuclear weapons, I think is what it's saying. As many as 190 nations are currently signed up for the treaty, with only India, Israel, Pakistan, and South Sudan never being a party to it. South Sudan, oh, that's an odd one there. North Korea signed the treaty in 1985, but withdrew in 2003. 3 years later, under the leadership of Kim Jong-il, the country detonated its first nuclear weapon. Southern Sudan, why would they not sign the Non-Proliferation Treaty? Interesting. Oh, that's it. And I was enjoying that article. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Fascinating, isn't it? Fascinating. And let's just say our thought belief at the moment, our analysis, our research is pointing to more countries and more filling in this side of the circle and more countries joining for nuclear power. We seem to be on the up and up for nuclear power. Don't know about the nuclear weapon side. Not my specialty. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Are we investing in uranium miners? Maybe we are, but I would love you to hop over to our investment sister website, where you can learn more about me, my history as an investor, and some of our investment programs. And hopefully we'll get to learn more about you as well and find out where we have some synergies and hopefully do some work together. All right. I hope you enjoyed this section. This is a Come Learn With Me subsection in uranium niche group. Greg Silverman out for this week. I hope you like my cap. It's the green earth, which we should all be taking care of. Have a wonderful week. Take care. Greg Silverman out.